Let's learn about lists objects in R. For the sake of our basic understanding, think of lists as a Costco or Amazon warehouse where they store real products. Practically anything can be stored there in a designated space. Let it be a laptop or a pencil sharpener. A list is a sort of warehouse where any type of R object could simply be dumped or stored. Let it be a single value, matrix, or even a data frame. I will show you how to build one of these lists and reference, retrieve, modify any of its individual members. For example, here we are building a sample list object as a list, and we are putting in four different types of R objects: numeric, character string, data frame, and a list. In this video, we will see how to create one of those lists and how to reference or edit its members. Let's get started and create our first list. I have here x1, x2, and x3, three different vectors, and we want to create a sample list by using the function list. Let's look at our list. So our list has three different elements. So first one is, this is x1, and this is our x2, and third element of this sample list, 1 and 2. Let's see how we can change or access different members of the list. Sample list, element number 1. If we want to change this, we have to put double square brackets around it. And let's say we want to change it to 2000. Access our sample list. So the first element of the list is now 2000. Now suppose instead of referencing to the first element, we want to access a part of the second element. Let's say we want to access the second position for the second element of our sample list. We can do that this way: sample list, double brackets, to access second element of our list and which position within this element we want to access. So let's say we want to access second position, then it should give us 99 here. We can simply change this if you like to. So let's change position, let's change 99 to any number of our choice, 9900, and let's look at it. Sample second, it's going to print all of the second element of this list. Second position is now altered as per our expectations. Essentially the same thing goes for the string or the character strings. So let's also change one of the character strings. So it's the character string, third element of our list. Let's have a look at this. There are two positions, so let's change position number 2 of the third element. Second position, now we want to say this is now altered. Oh, we are not checking the logical, we are just assigning it by single equal sign. Number 3, let's look at both of those elements. 1 and second is now changed, this is now altered. Now I'm going to show you how to add new members to our existing sample list object. At the moment we do not have any data frame loaded in our environment, so let's get one of the data frames. It's going to be, let's take one of the CSV files here, F2, copy the name. We can simply say managers equal read.csv. Let's take a look. So in order for us to add this data frame to our sample list, let me show you first something which will not work. because that's the way I learned it. So if you want to add, for example, item number 4 equals managers, this should not work, because here we are just accessing a position which simply does not exist in the list. What will work is this: we access the position 4 by using double brackets, and in that position we add a data frame. Let's look at our list. It's going to blow up our log window, but anyway, I just wanted to show you this way. It's not that big. Our list is now sample list: 1 element, 2000, second element, third element, and the fourth element, which is now a data frame. So let me show you how to, if you by accident do something similar and your log is all full, or you want to just clear your log, just press Ctrl L. Everything is cleaned up. Now let's also mess with this list and mess with the fourth element, which is a data frame now. So we want to change a few things in this data frame. We know the first row or the first column is award ID, the manager of the year. We want to change it. We don't like the MGR. We want to write MANAGER, the complete word. So let's do that. We want to access data frame, all rows, and the first column. We want this to be manager of the year. Now let's look at what we changed. So instead of printing everything, we are going to print only a limited amount, or maybe just exactly a few lines. So let's print five rows, column number 1 through 3, manager of the year. This is what we wanted to change. It's done. So essentially, when we are writing this, we are writing managers. So if I submit this command, it is going to tell me that it's going to compare everything on the left side, all the elements, all the elements of this data frame and the manager's data frame. Basically everything should be true. Oh, except the first row, of course, because we have made a change there. So what we learned is that lists objects in R are kind of warehouse where you can put any type of R objects, and we learned how to access these objects, and we learned how to modify these objects.